Where? Where's summer gone? Coming to the last 2 days of summer. I think it's living in the UK or any country where you're never guaranteed good weather. You're just so desperate to cram in all of the good experiences you possibly can into summer that before you know it, every single weekend has been taken up with events and things to do that it just flies by in the blink of an eye. I think we've been pretty lucky in the southeast of England, especially with the weather. Today's no exception, 25 degrees. So, plan is, I fancy heading off to Borough Market, grab a bite to eat, and then over to my favourite bit of London, Covent Garden, to get a coffee. Monica's currently getting ready, so what I will do, I will show you a recent design that Monica's done, sticker design for Libertatia, and they've been, I'm delighted to say thank you to all of you, very popular. So I'll show you the first shipment we're making for these. And here they are. These were designed by Monica a couple of weeks ago, and they're focused in the middle on a camping trip that I did, I think over to Barcelona. So that image is me with the Bonneville, and you can see the two panniers on the back, and you can just make out the wingman of the road tent that I'm leaning on. And then Monica turned it into a sticker made with a very, very thin plastic. So it's really hard wearing, and it means that you can actually stick it on motorbikes, cars, laptops, and things like that, and it will withstand water. So nice and heavy duty. They were originally meant for just an addition to when we send out tool rolls, include a sticker, but we were so happy with them, and the feedback from all of you was so kind that we decided to sell them as a standalone item. Put them up for sale yesterday, and you can see the overnight sales we're just preparing here, and we'll make sure they get sent off today, hence why everything is a little bit of a mess. But thank you so much, all of you, for all of the interest and purchasing the stickers. We hugely, hugely appreciate it. I didn't mean to, but we've pretty much already given you a tour of Borough Market because it is technically a road that goes through it. So you've seen about 80% of it, but it opened up, I think, about 250 years ago. And it was originally for different fruit and vegetable sellers to come congregate in one place. And since then it's evolved. So now you can buy teas, coffees, breads, cheeses, and loads of different stalls where you can pick up a bite to eat. Popular for people on their lunch breaks. and also very, very popular with tourists. This place, 7 days a week pretty much, packed, because you get everything. It's a great location in London. It's got all of the beautiful architecture around, and coupled with the most eclectic selection of food as well. If you ever come to London, take a look out for these blue signs, because these will always give you an indication of a famous person that used to live somewhere or something that used to happen in that building. So this was the Clink from about 900 years ago, and this was the scene of a medieval prison. Hence that. Do you want a nice relaxing place to unwind after seeing the sights in London? This is exactly what you don't want. It's frantic. The temperature's raised by about 6 degrees because there are so many people in there, so it has to be about 32 degrees. And then when you get your food, you then have to desperately shuffle your way out and find somewhere to sit. But of course there is nowhere to sit, so you just have to accept. You sit on the floor to eat your food. But once you accept, you've got to have a bit of slumming it. It's part of the experience. £9.95 each.
Oh, that looks nice. What's that?
So I've got a Japanese thing, and I had no idea really what I was ordering. I'm not a huge fan of sweet corn, but that's okay. There's other stuff there. Japanese, Mexican for Monica. I think maybe I would have gone for this actually. That looks really good. No, I couldn't do that to you, Monica. But there's everything. I almost got some Iraqi food as well. They've literally got everything. They've even got an eatery where they just sell crumble. I'm guessing it's like apple crumble, rhubarb crumble, stuff like that. So I may have to go back and get it. But either way, tuck into this, grab a coffee, grab a dessert. Brilliant. It's basically just an afternoon of eating. You wander around, you see something you like, you grab it, you eat, you retire somewhere quiet so that you can gorge it down in peace and quiet. Then when you're finished with the thing that you're gorging, you head back in to find something else that you want to gorge, and you repeat the process 2 to 3 times. So Monica's got an almond pain au chocolat, or an almond croissant, and I've got this. That is a cinnamon bun dusted with icing. Now, I'm a disgusting eater, so I'll take a mouthful and I'll give you a thumbs up if it's good.
Waiting on my dreams to come true, hoping and praying one day that they do. Well, I don't know how, and I don't know when, just patiently waiting till then. Patiently waiting each day that goes by, staring out windows at stars in the sky, imagining one day I'll be one of them, but patiently waiting till then.
Monica, You like this place? Cafe. It's got the name Hidji in it. And Hidji basically, in fact, it's not even Hidji, is it? You've been saying that wrong. Hygge. That's a Danish word meaning tranquility, calm. Candles around, nice aesthetics in a place. This is meant to be, at least they said on the window, I think, the best coffee in town, and it's one of the only areas in and around this Borough market where you can actually just relax. So I got in here, first thing I said, where's the toilet? And then the lady pointed at the toilet and it said out of order. And then my heart sank because the only toilets that I could find in Borough Market was one cubicle for men and one for women. And usually for men it's fine, you just waltz in and there's a row of urinals there and you're walking out, you can see a queue of about 50 women waiting. But here, it's just one cubicle with a queue of about 10 men in front, so I thought I can't wait for that. So I went to the local pub, and the pub's always fine because you don't have to wait for someone to put you onto your table. You can just pretend you're out sitting and having a beer on a pub table. Enough toilet talk. I've been semi-planning, I mean this is lazy for me, semi-planning a trip with Danny. We're going to head off. We had a short list of places to go. We thought, should we head off to Germany? Maybe we could go to France, or maybe revisit Scotland. I know I've been to Scotland twice in the past year, but it's just something about Scotland keeps pulling me back. So Danny and I decided we're going to do a little Scottish trip. More will become apparent in the next week because as it stands, I'm heading off in fact, exactly this time next week. It's borderline ridiculous mileage what we're going to be doing, but we've set ourselves a target of what we want to do. So I'm going to have to make sure that some point within the next 4 days I give the Bonneville a good proper clean and just make sure everything's looking good, because honestly since Joe's looked after it I've just kind of trusted that all the mechanical stuff is so good the Bonneville surely will be fine for about 10,000 miles. So I need to give it my half-assed once over, make sure I'm happy with it, and I've got a proper road trip coming up. I'm sure it's going to be over 1,500 miles. Danny is taking, I don't know if I should wait to do the grand reveal on the day. I know I kind of showed it at Goldtop. He's got himself a new bike because Danny only likes the biggest machines within a range, so he's had to basically accept that he needed to get the biggest Harley Davidson in the range. So I'll do a proper reveal of that, but it's going to be gigantic Harley Davidson, and I'll be honest, I did consider, shall I ask Harley Davidson for a bike as well, so there can be 2 Harleys, but then I thought, no, I can't, I have to take the Bonneville, especially because last time I was in Scotland for a biking trip, I was with the Highland Scramble. Straight after my Morocco trip, I was meant to ride my Bonneville up to Scotland and do the entire tour on the Bonneville, but of course, the whole Bonneville saga, I didn't get to do it, so I did it on a Royal Enfield Himalayan. So to be able to bring my Bonneville back up to Scotland will be, for me at least, very special. Thanks all for watching. This has been exhausting and extremely enjoyable in equal parts. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a brilliant week. See you in the next one.
Patiently waiting on my dreams to come true, hoping and praying one day that they do. Oh, I don't